Hi, this is Bruce Bair. I run a couple of blogs and I'm an associate editor on one of the blogs, FemaleMenopauseMentors.com. I've talked a lot recently and in the past about coconut oil and regularly recommend it to my patients. I wanted to give you some ideas as to why. I'm going to come back to this drawing in just a second, but let me show you where I'm at. I'm at a site called CoconutKetones.com. CoconutKetones.com. It is the site of Dr. Mary Newport. Let me show you a picture of her. This is Dr. Newport. This is her blog, Coconut Oil and Ketones, but her site is just Coconut Ketones. You're going to want to read this article, What If There Was a Cure for Alzheimer's Disease and No One Knew? Her husband had terrible Alzheimer's disease in his early 50s. It was associated with oral herpes simplex. You know, the cold sore virus that causes those little blisters on people's lips. He had it bad all his life. Really didn't handle it very well. It's associated with early onset Alzheimer's disease, so if you have frequent oral herpes or know that someone who does, you're going to want to refer him to this site. He was so bad that this is how a picture of a clock looked the day before he started coconut oil therapy. Now, she didn't just start him on coconut oil therapy. This guy declined over a couple of years on meds, had a terrible time, and couldn't even qualify for the experimental studies on new meds coming out for Alzheimer's that don't cure it but only slow the progression, and they don't reverse it. None of those medicines reverse it. Here is his drawing of a clock with lines between like 12 and 6 and 3 and 9. 14 days after starting it and 37 days after starting it. That looks like a reversal to me. Newport has a lot of good things to say about this. She has a lot of information collected here. All these articles are very, very important. And this guy named Veach at the NIH, she's got some of his stuff on here, and that's a name that you're going to want to look at because his name's on a lot of good studies with regard to this preparation. Now, here's an article that says that coconut oil, and this is from U.S. News and World Report. Okay, it's written by Serena Gordon, and I don't know what the heck this is, or even how to get rid of it. All right, let's just go below it. Basically, this is a study of 40 children, 3 to 5 months, had pneumonia, were given coconut oil as well as IV antibiotics. The half that were given the coconut oil got better faster. You could almost consider this anecdotal because the study was so small, but there are claims made that coconut oil helps with infection. I believe it. It also helps to lower cholesterol. Believe it or not, it's a saturated fat, but it'll help lower your cholesterol. Now, you don't want to take too much, and I think I'll leave it to you to decide how much you're going to take. I think a couple of tablespoons a day and reducing that amount of calories, about 200 calories out of your diet. That's a couple of slices of bread not eaten, and coconut oil eaten in its place will keep you at the same spot in terms of your weight, may even help you decrease your weight, will lower cholesterol, and should give you some antibiotic or infection preventative effects. Other sites that you're going to want to look at are this one, which is CoconutOil.com. That's where the article was found, right here. Coconut oil may help do childhood pneumonia. Here's Newport's article. They list a lot of good articles on here, a couple of which have been published in prestigious journals and some of which are just anecdotal. I think that you're going to want to look at that. And on here, you can find Mary Enig. And I suggest that you read The Oiling of America. Now, if you buy this as a video, which I've done, a DVD, it's like 25 bucks, but here is the crux of the information presented on that $25 DVD, and look at this. Here are all the references that she cites, something you won't find very many other places. 67 references for this material. So I suggest you read this, that you get used to the name Sally Fallon, who is associated with the Western Price Foundation, and Mary Enig, who's also associated there, but she's an independent expert on fatty acids and has done a lot of original research in this area, and she warned early on of the problems associated with vegetable oils versus saturated fat, which got the bad rap. Read about why they think this might have happened in the United States, draw your own conclusions, and do what you want. As for me, I'm taking some coconut oil. Good day.